Hello everyone, welcome to Walk the Parks. My name is Blake. Today we are going to be doing the full hike of the Sand Dune Arch Trail. I like to do kind of the full hikes to kind of give you an idea of what to expect, or potentially some of my longer hikes you could run along with them at the treadmill at your gym or whatnot. Or if you're one of the many people around the world who probably won't ever make it to Arches National Park, hopefully this will kind of give you a better understanding of what it's like and you can kind of imagine what it's like to be there through the full hike. Now, the Sand Dune Arch Trail is a really relatively short trail. It's only 4/10 of a mile round trip, so it's only 6/10 of a kilometer, so 2/10 of a mile one way. And in my opinion, it really is an awesome hike. Like the you can also connect and do a full loop. You can go check out Broken Arch, Tapestry Arch, and do a loop around the that goes through the Devil's Garden campground if you're looking to do something a little bit more ambitious. And I'll show you right up here where the trail splits off, and then we're going to take a right and go to Sand Dune Arch. In my opinion, this whole loop is pretty cool. So if you do have the time, I would recommend. I mean, Broken Arch is beautiful. The trail actually goes right through the arch, and you climb through it, which is neat. And then the other part of the loop too is kind of a little bit more primitive trail, which is really cool. So if you wanted to go check out Broken Arch, you'd go to the left, but Sand Dune Arch is to the right. And again, we're almost a little bit. We're probably about a third of the way done with the hike to the arch anyway, which is pretty cool. I did run into these people on there trying to get some wedding photos, which is also a beautiful place for photos in here. And I really like this hike again because it really packs a punch. Like, look at this part right here. You have this super narrow little area you have to walk through. And even once you're through that, then you're in a pretty narrow canyon, which is quite cool. I mean, part of what makes the arches and what makes Arches National Park so cool are these features, which are these tall, thin rocks, which are called fins. And basically, arches are formed because there's, as seasons pass, sometimes water and ice and salt can get into the small cracks in the rock, and it'll break away. Also, there's kind of two layers of rock in a lot of areas, and sometimes the upper area is a lot more, a lot harder than the lower area. So because of that, the lower area erodes away and creates all sorts of different arches. One thing that this video does not capture that well is the you could see some people, it is very windy, but it's actually incredibly windy. I remember just the sand going in my eyes, and it was just kind of like one of those things where if you open your mouth even for a second and you bite down, you're certainly going to have, kind of a gritty sensation going on. So keep that in mind. Letting these two people take their photo before I move on. So really cool hike, really short, and we're almost to Sand Dune Arch Trail. Now on the trail sign right at the beginning at the trailhead, there is a sign that says the Sand Dune Arch Trail. Hike through deep sand to find this hidden arch between tall sandstone walls. Many of Arch's popular places show evidence of previous people's actions. You can help preserve the natural beauty of this spot by minimizing your impacts. So, just like that, about 4 minutes into the hike, we are here. I am a little bit of a faster hike than most people, so maybe don't use my time as a reference. I would kind of suggest, giving yourself some more time. A lot of people take more breaks. In all my videos, if I do take breaks, I typically edit them out. But again, very cool. And you can even go in there and walk underneath it and stuff like that. Absolutely beautiful place. Highly recommended. If this video you find interesting, I have made a bunch of others for Arches National Park as well as a bunch of other areas. So feel free to check out the videos on the rest of my channel. The idea of this is, you can check it out before you go. Is this worthwhile? Depending how much time you want to go, and and also so you know what to expect. As you can see, kind of a nice day today, a little bit cool, but the wind was absolutely insane. So I would recommend any trip to this area of the country that you're kind of prepared for anything. Typically, the most dangerous I would say would be in summer, and the heat the sun can just be relentless in this area. So be sure to be prepared with sunscreen, water, salty snacks, and a healthy respect. I know sometimes people are like, "Oh, hot weather sounds awesome," but it can be really dangerous at certain times. So best time to visit here would be in the fall or the spring. Also, be aware that when I visited, this hike was made in 2024, and when I visited, there was timed entry system set up, so you did actually have to reserve a date and time to enter the park ahead of time before you got there, or they will reject you at the gate. I don't know if that's permanent or what the exact regulations are, and I don't want to promise them because they could, of course, change. But I guess the takeaway from that is be sure to go to the Arches National Park website as well as recreation.gov to check out the regulations that do exist. All right, so this video is almost over. Thank you so much for joining me today. I actually kind of continued on and went to the right to go to Broken Arch, which is really pretty. I would recommend it if you have the time and the energy. Absolutely beautiful. And you can watch my video of that if you'd like. Otherwise, you can take a left and you're a short, just couple minute walk back to the parking lot. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day.